What's up YouTube? My name is Shabazz Dre, and in today's video we'll be talking about the machine Legacy. Legacy is a Windows machine that lives on 10.10.10.4. It's a very easy machine, and we will be talking about the potential risks of SMB on Windows, and we will be looking at publicly available exploits to obtain a shell. It's going to be a quick video, and let's crack straight into it. As you see, I've already done my Nmap scan, so I did an Nmap and then default scripts, service enumeration, -pn to ping the probe so I don't have any issues, and then all ports. As you see, my results. This is my results, and we have it on the right here, a bit more organized. Obviously, before that, make sure you have your VPN on. And then we look at our results. Okay, so we have port 139.445, 3389. All three of them. These two are open, the third one being closed. So I'll go through these ports very quickly. So 139 and 445. So 139 being SMB. Basically, so SMB originally ran on top of the NetBIOS using port 139. NetBIOS is an older transport layer that allows Windows computers to talk to each other on the same network. Port 445, which is later versions of SMB after Windows 2000, began to use port 445 on top of TCP stack. Using TCP allowed SMB to work over the internet. And then we have port 3389, which is basically terminal services, also known as remote desktop for Windows, so RDP. Now that we have that out of the way, we understand that we're gonna have to be messing around with SMB. So first thing I would always like to do is once I am in, I know that I am on the server's ping as IP is time 4. We have a clear connection to we have a good connection to the system. Now we will try and enumerate the SMB on the system. So it will be SMB client, SMB client dash L // 10.10.10.4. Okay. All right, we got a problem. Nope. Interesting. So you're just gonna mess around with the / and backslashes. We've already done a SMB box. I think it was blue. Okay, so none of these seem to want to work. We also have four / and $admin. Okay, so that seems to be a flop, and that does not work. So now that I know, we go back to the Nmap. Looking back at the Nmap results, we see, because I did the service enumeration on all the ports, we see Windows XP. We see Windows 2000 LAN Manager. And as I talked about in the NetBIOS for the SMB. And so Windows XP, SMB, your mind should straight away go, all right, cool, especially on a CTF. If you're working on a CTF, you straight must think, okay, this is a problem. Okay, so we go to Google, we write Windows XP SMB exploit. Okay, and we have so many different resources. We'll go to Rapid7, the most famous one, and let's see what Rapid7 tells us. Rapid7, give us some good news. Okay, internet does not want to work. Okay, as you see here, we have a Microsoft Server service relative path stack corruption. So this module exploits a passing flaw in the path canonicalization code of NetAPI32.dll through the server service. This module is capable of bypassing NX on some operating system and service pack. The correct target must be used to prevent a server service along with a dozen other in the same process from crashing. Windows XP target seems to handle multiple successful exploitation events, but 2003 targets will often crash or hang on subsequent attempts. This is just the first version of this module. Okay, seems like a very reliable exploit. Let's give it a go. So Metasploit also has a SMB auxiliary scanner that scans if the system is vulnerable to SMB. Let me just check. SMB client. Oops. Okay, I think I will be, because I can't remember the name, but there was a scanner. I'm not using Tmux, so I can search keywords. Silly me. Because this is a bit of a quick one, but Metasploit has its own auxiliary scanner that scans for SMB vulnerabilities. Offensive security. Okay, we have multiple SMB, enumerate SMB. So there's multiple SMB enumeration techniques that you can use. You know, like you always want to look into these different ones. Oh wow, brute forces SID lookups on range of targets to determine what local users exist in the system. But since we already know there's an exploit available, Windows XP is very old, outdated, unexploitable in every form and every way. We're gonna go for the exploit Rapid7 gave to us. So we will just say use then the API. Okay, good. Okay, set our host to 10.10.10.4. If config, if config. Okay, so set lhost to 10.10.14.49. Options. Port 445, that's correct. And we're in. Get UID, NT authority system, the equivalent of a root user on a Linux machine. So we're the main guy now. We have full control. Info and computer legacy architecture x86, and we're in. So now we have the option to do post-exploitation, right? So there's multiple things that you can do that I would advise on doing when you're on a target machine or you're on a pen test in a real life scenario, especially if you have a meterpreter shell. Meterpreter is such a powerful tool. Just type in help and you'll see all the commands that you can use. Starting from the top, you have file system commands, core commands, going to the background, pivoting, migrating, networking commands. Very important. It's always good to look at the network commands, check the ARP list. You got the display different interfaces, ports, routes. Just go through them one at a time, understand what they do, how they function. You can look at the processes. With a process you can do many things, mess around with the target system. Looking at recording the microphone, keystrokes, getting password hashes, trying to crack them. Like, it's a very dangerous capability that you have here. And that's about it for this video. Once you're in, you can get the flags, and if you want to go in as a shell, just type in shell. Now you're in as a Windows CMD shell, command shell. So yeah, here you go, and just type in directory and you're in. And this is the Windows directory, add cd documents and settings. There you go. So we say cd administrator, directory, cd desktop directory. You have the root flag, and then obviously you go back to John to take the user flag and then submit that in your thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please do leave them below in the comment section. Any questions, anything. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, will really help out. Also like it. If you didn't like it, well then I guess give me a thumbs down. But if you have any feedback, please do let me know. I appreciate it. And you have a great day.